One time, a guy at a bar smoking crack offered to get me mushrooms. I gave him $70, and needless to say, he did not come back.
This,
It could be anybody up here.
this doesn't have Tony on it to me. This has big stink of Ari Shaffir or Louis J. Gomez.
It does feel like one of those two.
Does it seem like I would have lost $70?
No.
No.
But I think that you would have given someone $70 to see if they can come back with crack.
I mean,
Mushrooms.
Or mushrooms.
you're trusting a crackhead to get. Listen.
Oh, he
I've
was
made-
smoking crack.
I'll tell you, I've made mistakes before. I gave a guy in the Bahamas all my money to bring me back tinfoil with no weed in it. I can be a sucker sometimes.
I've been ripped off plenty of times. I mean, I was ripped off in Washington Square Park many times. One time for acid, a guy walked me all the way to the West Side Highway to then take my money. I was like, why would you walk me to the West Side Highway? Just take my money here, you fucking dickhead.
I thought you could use the walk. Hey, at least you got some fresh air, right?
I've also never seen Tony be this quiet in my entire life.
This is my story.
Tony doesn't know how to play the game, he just tells us.
This happened, and he did not come back, needless to say.
Needless to say,
This is his story.
is
Does he just
very.
not know how to
That could be, yeah, that could be the whole tell here.
No, that's a very Ari
Needless to
phrase.
say,
That's actually,
is it Ari?
But it would be
Yes.
smart for the reigning champion, Louis J. Gomez, to...
Did you forget my name?
I'm getting my information from the guy you chose to read the stories tonight.
Mumbling.
I vote for Jay Gomez.
Lululemon J. Gomez. Yeah, the needless to say, very telling here.
For who?
Yeah, for who? What is that?
Who is that
What
telling
does it
for?
tell
I
you?
think it's for you. I feel like you would say that.
It's my story. This is my story. I don't know if this is how I'm supposed to play the game, but it would be smart for Louis J.
I feel like it's actually his
It might
story.
be his story. I
No,
think he
it's
might
not.
just not know how to play, and it's his story. However, who would come in contact with a crackhead? Someone with a single-parent household. One of you two.
No.
Oh. I don't know.
rule out
Or,
Rannazzisi. I rule out Ari.
or a fucking vagabond who bohemians his way around the country doing
Yeah,
everything
dude.
for free.
It could be now.
Who's looking for mushrooms on this table?
Yeah, so I was saying, Steve, do you have a history with mushrooms?
I mean, only because I'm associated with Ari.
okay, so he didn't send you out to some crack pit to fucking get mushrooms. Okay.
Steve was gacked out on mushrooms at Bonnaroo, just laying on the floor, and people going, "Hey, you Kevin from the league?"
Yeah.
It's like, dude, fuck off.
And you go, am I?
I thought John Mayer was an original member of the Grateful Dead. I was like, this kid's been playing with them since he was 3 years old. But this is not me, dude, and you know I'm bad at this.
Steve's bad. By the way, Steve, if it was Steve, Steve would be blushing right now, sweating, and he would have to go to the bathroom.
I get nervous when
He
it's
gets
my
bashful.
story. It becomes a different me.
His bladder gets small.
It's so obvious when it's Steve, everyone's going to go, okay, it's Steve every time.
Hey, guess what?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I could see Tony having done this last week to a local.
That's what I'm
Austin
saying.
crackhead. And he has enough money to just go.
The only way, this is recent Tony Hinchcliffe or not at all.
Right. It's true. And I sucked the guy's cock as well. So. Dead
That's
giveaway.
why I didn't come back.
That's right.
I had everything I need.
You already
Yeah,
gave him the
70 bucks
goods.
Yeah.
Got my dick sucked in. I
70
ripped this
bucks,
guy off.
Yeah.
I don't think Tony's this good at the game. I don't think right away he's coming out with these mind games. It's crazy.
I do.
It's also crazy how pretty your eyes are. I've never noticed how beautiful
Whoa, Jesus,
Tony's
guys.
eyes are.
Do you want me to
Thank
switch
you.
seats, Lewis?
That's
You could be
right.
close.
Nice eyes.
Shout out Lumify, am I
You
right?
underestimate a man who's doing 2 sold-out shows at Madison Square Garden this weekend.
And dating Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's dating him now.
He's dating
They're beautiful,
Tom
two beautiful
Brady.
people.
Yep.
Wow.
He is under center.
I think it's fucking Ari. I think Ari's a good liar. And this is a story that Ari was trying to get mushrooms. He was doing a ski trip somewhere, and there was a crackhead in the bar.
Here's why you're wrong. Here's why you're wrong. I am descriptive. But
Wait,
where is crack done? At a Wawa.
No. You were probably in Switzerland or something at some fucking ski lodge, seeing a crackhead. and
They
you're
don't
like,
have crack.
See, I'm thinking more. I'm thinking more. This is Ari, much younger. Because here's the thing: we all know Ari, or at least I do, as already like the mushroom guy, and there's already a bunch of fucking stupid posters with his face turning into a mushroom or whatever. That there was a
Sent me
time.
one today from
Send him one today, just
13 years ago. We did a show. He sent me the poster where it's literally mushrooms coming out of his
He had to become that though. And I know he grew up almost becoming a rabbi, so there was a phase in there. I remember very young trying to get weed myself and making a lot of mistakes because I'm like, I don't know the obvious things yet that you wouldn't do. And this could be a young Ari.
Can I say my only problem is that I
That
feel
Tony
like
said it was his story. That's
No,
my
not
only
only
problem
that,
with it.
But mushrooms is so on the nose. Would Ari really put a mushroom story in this first fucking thing?
That's all the stories are about.
And let me say this, is that, a guy that's backpacking by himself, $70 in mushrooms is a lot. You have to go to the next city soon. It's not easy to eat $70 worth of mushrooms.
Now Tony's trying to throw us off. It's Tony.
And so I do believe it would be somebody stupider than Ari. And so I'm going back with Louis.
There's
J.
only
Gomez.
one person.
Gomez.
There's only one person stupider than Ari.
I don't know
you
why.
you would be the type to say needless to say. That is a total you thing.
Oh, needless to say.
It does sound like
That's
Louis.
such an Ari phrase.
That's what I said, dude. As soon as I read that, I go, he fucking wrote that, and they copied and pasted it.
But let me say this though. They do. I will tell you this. We also gotta tell our.
If it was my mom, it would be needles to say.
We gotta tell the contestants this too.
It's really sad, man.
They he's not wrong. We also tell our producers if there's too many giveaway things, like instead of sister, they'll change certain words to not
They'll
be
say
a
sister to
giveaway.
sibling because if we know too much about each other,
they'll
I
change-
think.
just
All right,
stab
we got to
father.
move on. First, we can't spend this much time on one story. I'm giving my final answer right now.
Me too.
Ari Shaffir.
Did you read any of these books though that you won?
Yeah, I read them both already.
Cover to cover.
I vote Ari Shaffir too.
You pointed at Lewis though.
I went to hook it, but I didn't.
Damn, I like pointing at you.
I vote Ari. Steve votes Ari.
I'm going to go with Louis J. Gomez. I'm going to lock it in with Louis J. on this one.
I don't know who I'm going with.
Because I believe in taking risks.
My first thought was it was definitely like a piece of shit, growing up. One of those two. But now it could have been Tony like this week. There's so many crackheads right where
I
he is
feel
all
like
the
it's
time.
Tony.
On 6th
I don't think
Street.
Tony's getting taken for $70 for mushrooms.
I feel like he would call
Do you
out
have
the
it-
Texas National Guard to kill that person.
Do you know how little $70 is to me?
I mean,
That's why I'm
right.
voting for Tony.
That's right, yeah.
Here's what Tony does.
I know.
This is him. This is how he acts.
Look, hey, migrants, that's a clip of hundreds, you pieces of shit.
I see him being outside the mothership, and some guy's like, dude, drugs, and you're like, what can you get me? Entertaining
I
people.
can't even-
And the guy's like, I got you mushrooms. And you reach in your pocket and you pull out a 50 and a 20. He goes, here's $70. Go get me mushrooms. And then
Yeah.
the guy never came back.
Look, there's
I vote Tony Hinchcliffe.
So hold on. Final
I want a
vote
double
Ari.
vote for Ari.
2 votes for Ari, 1 vote for Tony, 1 vote for me. Jay, your final vote.
Fuck. It's Ari or Lewis.
What if it's Jay? No, he wouldn't be thinking this long at this point. It wouldn't matter.
Wouldn't I?
Damn, there's some horny ladies.
It's Lewis. It's Lewis. It's Lewis.
Damn.
Lewis,
Maybe
final
I got
answer.
this wrong now.
It sounds like Lewis.
If I ever got the final answers in, Mike.
All right, everyone, votes are in.
Yeah.
The
Votes are
story belonged to Lewis.
Fucking shit. Fucking shit.
Oh, how ironic that I will be reading Shape of a Boy tonight. For I love nothing more than the shape of a boy. I've always searched it on the porn sites, but I've never read the novel. So many dreams
way,
coming true here in New York.
After
this
one
week.
round, don't you guys really want to win the game?
Yeah.
I really
so
thought
pissed.
Tony didn't know how to play. It was just going, it's my story. Can I talk about it?
Yeah.
And now I'm up 1.
You have 2 points. The way the points work, if you get it right, it's 2 points.
Oh, great.
If you get 1 point for every person you trick. So what are the
Every
scores
person,
right
every
now?
person you trick.
So
Yeah.
right now, Steve and Ari have 0, and Tony, Jay, and Lewis are all tied with 2.
Thank you.
What does Big J have?
2 as well.
I have 2.
Yeah. So so what happened was I was at this guy. We were at the place called the Village Idiot, on 14th Street and 9th Avenue. And this guy was just smoking crack in the bar.
In the bar.
In the bar.
In
He was
the
like,
bar?
"Weird, dude." And this chick I knew was talking to him. We were selling comedy club tickets at the time. We were like fucking 20 or 21 and we were selling comedy club tickets, and she was trying to like get this guy to buy comedy club tickets from her, but he was trying to like hit on her. He was just smoking crack, being like, "Yeah, I'll buy your tickets." So
He
after a
hit
while-
on girls between crack puffs.
Yeah, dude. It was a white guy. Everyone, clap your hands for your picture on a black guy the whole time.
I wasn't.
I know you were. You were.
No, I wasn't because mushrooms. This is a mushrooms ask.
No. Once you said this story, though, talking to your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, black guy.
So yeah, then and then I was like, "Hey man, you're smoking crack. Can you give me mushrooms?" Because at that time I was always looking for hallucinogens anywhere I could find them. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I can get them." Then he was like, "Give me $70." And I gave him $70, and then he just disappeared.
Did his eyes light up?
And then he did, yeah. And then I was like, "Fuck!" And then I saw him again like a month later when I was selling comedy club tickets on the street. And then I saw him there. I was like, "Dude, you fucking stole my money." And then I threatened to beat him up. And then I said, "I need my fucking $70 back." And he's like, "Fine, I'll get it for you." And then I made him give me his jacket. It was the winter. I made him give me his coat. I was like, "Give me your coat right now, dude. And I'm not giving it back to you till you come back." And of course, he didn't come back again. Then I said a shitty crackhead jacket full of bugs.
Ew, it's like a dead bird in the pocket.